Okay, so we have a General Electric model number AHEK08ACW1. We have had this air conditioner 3 weeks. It has a mode setting. Today we plug it, or we turn it on, and this is what happens. Now you can turn it on. And then it kicks off. So, can you hold it like this? Back up a little bit. So we saw on YouTube to bypass this. Granted, now we're not going to be able to use the mode. Take that screw out. And this screw out. We're not going to be able to change the mode or the temperature or go from eco to cold. Apparently it's just going to stay, from my understanding, on cool. Cool, high, and I don't really know what the temperature will be. They never really said on YouTube, so. But we're going to see if what they say, if you take this front off, instead of, we already filled this off. This is the mother of the air conditioner, the brain, whatever, not brain, what makes the unit run is all in here. This is what they call the brain. It's what tells your temperature is and clicks it back on and off, and you know, it's 3 weeks old and it doesn't work, and apparently everybody else's on YouTube's doesn't work either. So we're gonna just tear all this stuff off. Actually, we're not even gonna be putting that back on. And then they said take these 4 screws off because, or 3 screws, 4 screws. These 4 screws right here. Leave all the screws right there. These 4 screws right here, take the whole component off that has the so-called brain circuit board in it, which we've already taken off once just to see what it looked like. Apparently other people's gets moisture in them, and you can see visibly where the circuit board is messed up, so I took this apart to see if I could see that, and being 3 weeks old, it looks brand new. So we take those 4 screws off. That takes this out. Okay. So then we take these 3 screws off. What we're gonna try to do, according to everybody else on YouTube who does this, we are gonna cut the brains out of the air conditioner, which will make this no longer useful. You will have to turn it off and on via where it plugs into the wall. So those screws, 3 screws, take this apart where your brains are. is your brains. Everything looks like it just came off the factory line. Nothing is broken, nothing is wet, nothing is hot. You can even turn it on and see what it does. That's what it would normally just be beeping and flashing every light at you without the lights. You can still turn it on. And it still kicks off. So, we're gonna unplug it. And we're gonna do what everybody else is doing. And maybe at General Electric, they should start doing this too. Cutting all of these wires completely off. I don't know if you cut those off or not. Actually, he just took it all and ripped all this out, but he took that whole component out. We're not going to take that out because, well, you can take it out through but you still have the vent thing on here. Behind the vent, you can take that out. You can take this off and take that out, but we're just gonna leave that in there. It's of no use anyways. So we are going to keep this. So now we are going to do what we're supposed to do. So you have like 10 wires here, which I'm seeing are smaller than even a 22 gauge. Maybe they are a 22 gauge. It's a really small wire. You're gonna take the yellow one and call that pink or red. You don't want to use the orange one. It's not the orange one. You got yellow, you got red, and you got your basics, black and white. So black, white, red, yellow. The others, orange, blue, green, purple, gray, and brown, or 2 colors of purple, whatever you want to call it, do not connect. So I guess this is like, that is about 22 gauge. No, it's not. It must be like 24, 26 gauge. Jesus. These are my favorite wire cutters too. They're so nice and sharp, can you tell? That's ridiculous. Better off using a razor blade. Okay, so now we're going to take that yellow, like black and white, and red, and yellow. And we're going to connect them all together. Because that is apparently what turns your air conditioner on. Some people are using wire nuts. I thought about it, but I figured electrical tape as small as these wires are. Plus we're gonna jam it back up in that hole where the brains are supposed to be. Not that there's not gonna be plenty plenty of room. So we're going to take those four. Wrap them up. That's a little much on the tape. Now these wires, we also do not want to touch each other. But I'm going to do it the lazy way, and I'm going to wrap one. And then I'm going to wrap two. If my husband wasn't blocking my light, it would really help. Thank you. See, yeah. I can see. And I'll wrap two. Let's throw this gray one in here. Wrap it too. This is your modes and everything, which are really convenient if they work. Can't really use a mode on an air conditioner if the air conditioner doesn't stay on. Oh, backwards. Longer than 5 seconds. Or if I could learn how to use electric tape, that would be beneficial too. That's a lot of wires to not work. I guess that's what General Electric stock's doing so well. This looks like a raccoon did it. You keep making that face. That's okay. Because those are pretty much useless now. We just don't want them touching it. So there. It's better than GE can do. So now we're going to take this gorgeous box. And I'm going to put this back in here. Look at that. Okay, that's epitome of class. Do we even need this? I mean, really. We really don't. Do we really want to? Well, yeah, I guess. Hell, gonna look stupid any way you do it. Gonna look stupid? You can't even see it. I'll tell you what. Let me put one screw. I'll put 2 screws in. Yeah, I'm not gonna put all these screws. It's a waste of time. Just like to notice, there's a lot of Chinese scribbly stuff on that circuit board over there too. Do you notice that? I know they're all made in China. Okay, so we're going to screw that back on with 2 screws. We're not going to waste our time or my brain power. And we're going to put its brain over there. Sorry. Well, this feels awkward putting this back on. I guess we could test it because technically you just plug it in. You plug it in and it works. Does it work? It's working. It is working. Now you got to turn it off. Then I'll show you in a second if anybody can hear me. I can hear me. Press the top back on. And then I need these 2 short little screws. I'm going to go ahead and put the front back on. Front back on. So far it hasn't kicked off. It is cold. It is on high. So, at least it works. It sucks to not be able to delay it to come on at a different day and a different hour, 4 or 5 hours. That's what we normally like to do. But any air is better than no air. So we've got yellow, red or pink, whatever you want to call it. It's not the orange one. And the white and the black. Those 4 combined. Apparently we don't need all this other mess over here. That's all for the other mode. And like I said, it's nice to have, but if it's not gonna work after 3 weeks, what's the damn point? And the circuit board is perfect. It has not been wet. I see that box it was in was very well sealed. So there is nothing that should be wrong with these components. They said they seal this. That little that right there is sealed over. And over time can get wet. But this is not. Shut up. Excuse me? Tell me to shush. You shush. Just hold the camera. Yeah, and get your hands in the way. How does this go in? This has to go up first, right? You normally do this part. No. Because originally the filter light. Okay. So this is how you're going to turn it off. Over here on the plug. This is so sad. So instead of turning it on and off, you're going to have to turn it off. And then when you want to turn it on, you're going to turn it on. That's not the way we want to do it. That's not the way you want to do it. And that's probably not the way General Electric expected you to do it. But anyways, so at least it works. I mean, it's better than sweltering while you're sleeping. Where the hell do you put this in at? Sorry, I was trying not to cuss that whole video. How does this here? Let me have the camera. Let me put that in. He's about as good with the camera as he is good with the wire cutter. Or maybe as good as I am with the wire cutter. So none of these buttons work now because there ain't nothing back there. There's nothing behind there. It is all right here. Here's your buttons right here. Button. Let me turn it on. Up with the temperature, down with the temperature. Yeah, this trash. This trash. So you got your model number. Is it cool, babe?
Yeah.
It's on.
It's kicking on and off.
Well, as long as it's kicking on and it's cool. It's cool and it's hot. But that sucks. But at least it worked. So everybody else's video that said to do that, thank you. Have a great day. That's hot.